अस्सलाम वालेकुम नाज़रीन। आज मेरा नाम शहबाज है और आज आपको मैं यंग सॉलिसिटर के प्लेटफॉर्म पे वेलकम करता हूँ। और आज हमारे साथ एक ऐसी शख्सियत मौजूद है जो कि किसी तारीफ़ की मोहताज नहीं। हमारे साथ हैं रेस्पेक्टेड मैम खुशवंत शाह जिलानी। तो अस्सलाम वालेकुम मैम, होप यू आर डूइंग वेल।
वालेकुम सलाम शहबाज, आपका बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया मुझे यहाँ पे इनवाइट करने के लिए।
जी जी मैम, और प्लेयर कि आपने हमें यंग सॉलिसिटर के लिए टाइम निकाला। और मैम हम इस प्रोग्राम का आगाज़ आपके इंट्रो से करेंगे। तो थोड़ा आप अपना इंट्रोडक्शन करवाएं।
तो मैं जो हूँ कराची में प्रैक्टिस करती हूँ। मेरे प्रैक्टिस एरियाज हैं फैमिली लॉ और सिविल सर्विस लॉ, बट मेरा प्रोबोनो काम भी है, प्रोबोनो लिटिगेशन है, एडवाइजरी वर्क है, बट दैट्स मोस्टली रिलेटेड टू डोमेस्टिक वायलेंस। इसके अलावा आई रन अ पॉडकास्ट विच इज़ अ लीगल एंड हेल्थ अवेयरनेस पॉडकास्ट जिसका नाम है अदल और सेहत प्रोजेक्ट। और इसके अलावा आई टीच लॉ ऑल्सो कराची में, लॉ स्टूडेंट्स को एट लिकोल एंड प्राइवेटली एज वेल।
ओके ओके मैम, थैंक यू सो मच। मैम, हमारा जो मेन टॉपिक था, जो सेशन उन्होंने रखा था कि व्हाट इज़ डिफरेंस बिटवीन लोकल लॉ डिग्री और यूनिवर्सिटी ऑफ लंदन। तो आप उसमें क्या हमें ऐड करना चाहेंगी, और कि यूनिवर्सिटी ऑफ लंदन की डिग्री और हमारी यहाँ जो पाकिस्तान में डिग्री ली जाती है उसका क्या डिफरेंसेस है? क्योंकि यहाँ जो 5 ईयर कराई जाती है और वहाँ यूनिवर्सिटी ऑफ लंदन में 3 ईयर्स कराई जाती है। तो उनका क्या डिफरेंस है? और इंटरनेशनल डिग्री करने के लिए क्या मोर अपॉर्चुनिटीज़ हैं एज़ कंपेयर टू पाकिस्तान डिग्री?
तो ये सवाल को एड्रेस करने के लिए, मतलब इवन ऑन इंस्टाग्राम जहाँ पे मैं बहुत ज़्यादा स्टूडेंट्स से इंटरेक्ट करती हूँ, तो सबसे ज़्यादा सवाल मुझे यही आता है कि लोग कंफ्यूज हैं कि लोकल डिग्री जो पाकिस्तानी लॉ डिग्री है और जो यूनिवर्सिटी ऑफ लंदन की डिग्री ऑफर होती है यहाँ पे पाकिस्तान में, उन दोनों में क्या डिफरेंस है। क्योंकि आधे जो स्टूडेंट्स हैं वो अपने ए लेवल या इंटरमीडिएट में होते हैं, उनको कोई चूज करना है प्रोफेशन, तो वो कहते हैं कि वो कौन से लॉ स्कूल में जाएं। एंड है तो पहला डिफरेंस तो ये है कि पहला जो लोकल लॉ डिग्री है पाकिस्तानी लॉ डिग्री, इसमें पाकिस्तानी लॉ पढ़ाते हैं। यूनिवर्सिटी ऑफ लंदन की डिग्री में हम यूके का लॉ पढ़ते हैं। पाकिस्तानी लॉ डिग्री जो 5 ईयर्स की होती है, जिसमें पहले बैचलर्स होता है बीए एंड देन एलएलबी डिग्री द रेस्ट ऑफ द 3 ईयर्स। जो यूनिवर्सिटी ऑफ लंदन की डिग्री है दैट 3 ईयर्स ओनली, एंड टोटल ऑफ 12 कोर्सेज होते हैं यूनिवर्सिटी ऑफ लंदन की डिग्री में। एंड आई थिंक इन द पाकिस्तानी लॉ डिग्री देयर आर प्लस 30+ कोर्सेज, जिसमें पहले आपके बीए के जनरल कोर्सेज आते हैं और उसके बाद फिर लॉ के कोर्सेज आते हैं। इन टर्म्स ऑफ कि अगर आप चूज कर रहे हैं कि आपको लोकल लॉ डिग्री करनी चाहिए या फिर आपको यूनिवर्सिटी ऑफ लंदन की डिग्री करनी चाहिए, इट ऑल बेसिकली डिपेंड्स अपॉन व्हाट यू प्रेफर। पाकिस्तान में प्रैक्टिस करने के लिए ऑब्वियसली आपको पाकिस्तानी लॉ की जानकारी होनी चाहिए। हाउएवर एट द सेम टाइम, you know, if you go for the Pakistani law degree, then opportunities differ. If you go for the University of London degree, opportunities differ. ठीक है, अब थोड़ा थोड़ा मैं डिफरेंसेस बताती हूँ। पहले तो ईयर हो गया, बाकी कोर्सेज हो गए। इफ वी स्पेसिफिकली टॉक अबाउट अपॉर्चुनिटीज के हवाले से, देन जो हमारी लोकल लॉ डिग्रीज, जो मैं स्पेशली इन टर्म्स ऑफ द प्रोग्राम्स ऑफर्ड इन कराची के हवाले से बात करूंगी, नॉट specifically. I will touch upon like other cities में जितने भी programs हैं. However, specifically my answers will be restricted to the Karachi atmosphere of the law schools. So unfortunately, जो हमारे law schools, local law schools are now much better because काफी law schools हैं, विद्यार्थी यूनिवर्सिटी है और जैबुल है। काफी लोकल लॉ स्कूल और लोकल प्रोग्राम इनिशिएट किए हैं यूनिवर्सिटीज ने। तो इसकी वजह से जो है द एजुकेशन लेवल हैज बिकम बेटर। हाउएवर अनफॉर्चुनेटली, इवन दो ये जो आपकी एसएम लॉ कॉलेज है, कराची यूनिवर्सिटी है, ये तमाम यूनिवर्सिटीज की अपना स्टैंडर्ड रहा है एक टाइम पर। However, now in the profession, in the legal fraternity, इतना ज़्यादा importance नहीं दिया जाता उनकी डिग्रीज को। ठीक है, बट द डिफरेंस ऑल्सो कम्स इन द फैक्ट कि अगर आप जो है, इफ यू groom yourself properly. If you are well acquainted with the law, you know how to approach cases. आप अच्छी तरह आपको employers लेने में इतना कतराएंगे नहीं. When you talk about job opportunities, if you're a graduate from a local law school, compared to the University of London program, I think एक और ये चीज भी बहुत मायने रखती है कि एक तो प्रेस्टीज है क्योंकि आप बाहर की डिग्री है आपकी, और वैसे भी पाकिस्तान में बहुत ज्यादा इस चीज को इम्पोर्टेंस दिया जाता है unnecessarily. I would say it only speaks of privilege and shouldn't be there. But speaking in terms of how things in real in the practical aspect of things, तो उसमें जो है फिर वो ज्यादा इम्पोर्टेंस देते हैं. उसकी वजह भी ये है, एक तो कि जिस किस्म का एग्जाम होता है हमारा, आई एम ऑल्सो यूनिवर्सिटी लंदन ग्रेजुएट, तो इस एग्जाम में दे मोस्टली गिव यू प्रॉब्लम सॉल्विंग क्वेश्चन. तो वो फैक्ट बेस्ड क्वेश्चन आते हैं उसमें, रादर देन आस्किंग यू के ये फलाना सेक्शन का क्या मतलब है या फिर इस तरह की कोई चीज. सो दे गिव यू एक्चुअल प्रॉब्लम्स ऑफ क्लाइंट्स जो आपको सॉल्व करनी होती है इन दैट एग्जाम टाइम. सो दे बेसिकली हेल्प यू इन they improve your critical skills, analytical skills. They tell you what questions to ask and how to solve issues and problems, because these are the skills that you essentially require to actually become a good lawyer in the field. So maybe from that perspective, the employers look at the University of London graduate and they prefer them over a local law degree graduate, because the system है, जिस तरह एग्जाम टेकिंग का सिस्टम है, प्रेपरेशन का सिस्टम है, स्टूडेंट को किस तरह पढ़ाया जा रहा है, अल्टीमेटली the employers are looking at that. What I'm trying to say is लीगल acumen किस तरह डेवलप करती हैं आपकी डिग्रीज, बट एट द सेम टाइम आपकी यूनिवर्सिटीज किस तरह से आपको एम्पावर करती हैं या फिर अकेडमिकली आपको आपकी नॉलेज को इन्हांस करती हैं. ठीक है, एक ये डिफरेंस हो गया. एक और चीज ये भी मैं कहना चाहूंगी कि yes, so when we talk about the local law programs, I would also want to say कि लम्स जो यूनिवर्सिटी है, अगर आप वहाँ से लॉ करते हैं, so there is a trend in Karachi also and also Lahore, Islamabad, that they prefer students from LUMS if over a student who's done a foreign degree. उसकी वजह ये है कि जो पूरा उनका प्रोग्राम है लम्स का, हाउ इट्स सो वेल क्यूरेटेड कि they they literally teach you problem solving there also, and their students just the academic atmosphere that's there. They literally prepare you with Pakistani law and prepare you how to be a lawyer in the field basically. So there is again unfortunately a separation, a demarcation between a local law graduate from other institutes and a local law graduate from LUMS. So there is prevalent different, what do you call it, unfortunately inequalities in terms of the program, which has resulted in a lot of saturation also. लेकिन जो है this is what it is. एक और बस चीज मैं ये कहना चाहूंगी, the major difference is the finances. University of London degree is comparatively expensive. आपकी payment pounds में होती है उसमें. Apart from that, the local law degree is comparatively less expensive. So this is one thing. अच्छा, एक और मैं opportunities के हवाले से भी बात करूंगी, that internationally, if you have a University of London international program degree, then if you're going for your bar, if you're going for your LLM or your masters or किसी और चीज में भी, तो the degree itself is recognized, so इतना आपको problem नहीं होता है to get admissions abroad. But if you have a local law degree, then you have to do a course, it's a foundation or GDL course. उसके बाद फिर आप will get into the actual program, because the other degree is not recognized. So that is also a barrier if you choose the Pakistani law degree. But ultimately, even if you choose University of London degree, then आपको पाकिस्तानी लॉ को नहीं पता, so you have to work extra hard in the profession to understand okay कि पाकिस्तानी लॉ क्या है, CRPC क्या है, CPC क्या है, किस तरह काम हो रहा है. So that is hard, that is the hard work that you are going to do to prepare yourself for the field, for the profession. Um, so yes.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Am I
Ma'am,
audible? Am I clear? मेरी
yes,
आवाज आ
yes,
रही है?
yes. जी 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 मैम, आपकी आवाज़ आ रही है, क्लियर आ रही है। थैंक यू सो मच मैम। मैम, जो यंग्स या लॉ स्टूडेंट्स होते हैं, वो जो कि फिल्म्स ज्वाइन करते हैं और इंटर्नशिप लेते हैं, आप क्या सजेस्ट करना चाहेंगे कि मतलब व्हाट वी शुड स्टूडेंट्स टू गेट इंटर्नशिप इन लॉ फिल्म? एनी एडवाइस फॉर अ लॉ स्टूडेंट?
हम्म, तो इंटर्नशिप्स के हवाले से भी स्टूडेंट बहुत कंफ्यूज होते हैं, और दे आर लाइक कि हम अप्रोच कैसे करें, बिकॉज एक्सेस का बहुत ज़्यादा इशू होता है, इन द सेंस कि एक लॉ स्टूडेंट कैन नॉट रियली एक्सेस एनी लॉयर इन द फील्ड, एंड दैट इज अ गैप विच इज अनफॉर्चुनेट अगेन, बिकॉज ऑब्वियसली दैट एक्ट्स एज अ बैरियर कि आप जो है अगर आप पढ़ रहे हो, लॉ पढ़ रहे हो, आपको आपको पता तो होना चाहिए कि आप प्रोफेशन में जाके किस तरह प्रैक्टिस करेंगे, क्या हो रहा है, एंड व्हाट इज हैपनिंग इन द फील्ड. So again, the keeping in mind the gap between the academia and the industry, I would again say then it all falls upon you कि आप जो हैं you will have to work towards it yourself. So what I would do, and I also advise other students as well, कि आप लोग अपने first year के बाद, when you are done with the first year exam, you start applying for internships. A lot of times students ask कि अच्छा कौन सी law firm, हम तो law firms को भी नहीं जानते, हम तो पता नहीं क्रिमिनल करना चाहिए या सिविल करना चाहिए. आई वुड से these are the questions that you should be asking after you have had few internship experiences. So start with any law firm. Yes, थोड़ा बहुत इस पे रिसर्च करें क्योंकि ये कमर्शियल काम करती है लॉ फर्म या फिर क्रिमिनल काम करती है. So the information is available on the website. If not, then ask your professors in the law school. They are a part of the fraternity, most of them. Or get in touch with the director of your law school and tell her or him or ask him or her to help you get in touch with the people from the legal fraternity. Okay? This is the effort that you should be making to make yourself well equipped with the knowledge of the law firm. Okay? Having said that, I would say कि email लिखना भी students को एक तो सिखाया नहीं जाता in the law school. So I would again say, unfortunately, you'll have to again learn this on your own because that's a very important skill that you should be having when you are a part of the fraternity, a part of the profession finally after you graduate. So if you are approaching law firms, अच्छा law firms को भी approach आप Google search करें, देखें कराची में law firms कौन सी हैं, और if you have seniors, you can ask them as well. If they recommend your place, उनको बोलें कि they should give you the email address, and then just start randomly emailing the employers. किसी ना किसी law firm से आपको जवाब आएगा, और sometimes they need interns, sometimes they have like a well curated internship program, sometimes they don't have space, but it all depends upon also how you approach the law firms as well. ठीक है, अगर आप ईमेल लिख रहे हैं जिसमें सब्जेक्ट भी नहीं है और आपने बस अपना सीवी अटैच करके उनको भेज दिया है, please find attached इस तरह करके, तो nobody would want to work with a person who doesn't even bother to write the subject or write what they really want from the employer. So that is one thing that students should be they should be well aware of. Even I receive a lot of CVs जिसमें subject नहीं है, जिसमें कोई body नहीं है, and there is only CV attached. So I think that doesn't look nice. Opening the email, and that is that. अच्छा, अपार्ट फ्रॉम दैट, अगेन ईमेल लिखने का भी एक आर्ट होता है. जरूर देखें कि आपने किसको ईमेल आप एड्रेस कर रहे हैं. ठीक है, अगर कोई स्पेसिफिक ईमेल एड्रेस है, सब्जेक्ट अपना सब्जेक्ट में लिखें कि इंटर्नशिप अपॉर्चुनिटी करके या फिर इंटर्नशिप एप्लीकेशन लिखें. ठीक है, then in the body, then dear, the last name of the person, also refer to the person as what do you call it, Mr. something or Miss something. ठीक है, So if my name is Pushpak Shah Jilani, then you can write Dear Miss Jilani and then comma, and then you also should be writing that hope this email finds you well. And then you also very specifically in the next paragraph write कि you are looking for an internship opportunity, and then also mention your skills, कि आपने फर्स्ट ईयर में क्या कोर्सेज लिए हैं, आपकी क्या हॉबीज हैं. Just like a proper cover letter, your email should act as a proper cover letter. ठीक है. Then also in the end, write what your purpose is. Tell them you would look forward to hearing from them, and what you seek and what they can offer you. So you have to be very clear, crisp, and I would also say direct about what you want and very respectful, in a very respectful way. So write a proper email, attach your CV, and then CV में भी अगर मैं आपको कहूँ तो लोग कहते हैं हमने तो कोई एक्स्ट्रा करिकुलर एक्टिविटीज नहीं की, हमने तो कुछ भी नहीं किया, तो मैं इसमें क्या ऐड करूँ. आपने कुछ तो किया होगा लाइफ में. Just even if you have I would say taken care of a cat, then you should write it in your not in your skills, but in your maybe hobbies or what. I think maybe in your skills also, that it shows that you are a caring person, you're a responsible person, you can take care of another being. So I would say, it doesn't really necessarily write that this is the only skill you have. But something that, sets you apart, something that makes you special. Every human being has, I would say, and every student has, everyone is unique. They have anything special to offer. So don't really just be very interesting in your CV also, to the point, but very interesting as well. अगर आपके पास इतना ज़्यादा मटेरियल लिखने को नहीं है, ठीक है. So nowadays, I would also say that people are looking to hire people who have a larger, perspective, a holistic perspective about life as well. अब ये भी नहीं है कि सब ऐसे सोचते हो, but just it will kind of increase your how you make yourself approachable, interesting to the employer, that they would want to, if not hire you, then at least they would really like to meet you and set up an interview. So that is the learning that you should be doing. Acha, email writing or CV writing पे, if you are LinkedIn, then there are a lot of courses on there, on that as well. On YouTube, you can find a lot of tutorials how to write an email. You can Google it also, कि आपको किस तरह approach करना है, law firm की research कैसे करनी है, कि which law firm is good, which law firm is not good, या फिर आपकी interest किससे align करते हैं, ठीक है. So that is going to be your, something that you should be doing on your own, if you want to ultimately, have better and more connections in the legal fraternity, and ultimately because you have to work there. तो ये तमाम चीजें आपने सोचनी होंगी.
थैंक यू सो मच मैम. अनदर क्वेश्चन के जो एक करियर पाथ होता है सुटेबल फॉर फ्रेश ग्रेजुएट, तो आप एलाबोरेट करें कि उसमें डिफरेंसेस क्या है, लिटिगेशन प्रैक्टिस एंड कोऑपरेटिव प्रैक्टिस, और जो हाउस प्रैक्टिस होती है इन एकेडमी एंड एनजीओज एज वेल.
Okay, so जैसे कि even I faced this confusion कि जब I graduated, then because I used to do a lot of mooting, I would participate in a lot of moot court competitions, so I was always inclined to choosing litigation. मुझे था कि मैं कोर्ट्स जाऊँ, मैं present करूँ, and I thought कि यही मेरा शौक है. So I was inclined towards that. But the opportunities I got were more corporate advisory work related. So I initially joined a multinational Shell Pakistan. So I was there in the corporate, obviously, department that was in-house. Then after that, the law firm I joined, I was with Fakhruddin J. Ibrahim Saab's law firm. So there, there was a hybrid practice, there was litigation, there was corporate as well. So I did, when I entered the profession, even though I had it in mind that I should be doing litigation, but I had a flavor of corporate as well for a good 1.5 years. So even though I liked corporate, but I would still, I still wanted to, whenever I would go to courts, I really felt that this is something that I should be doing. And then after that, I joined a litigation firm, and then I started going to court. And then now that I've practiced independently, I have now, made up my mind that litigation is something that really suits me, and that is something that I would really want to continue moving forward as well. Okay. So this was my journey to understand what I really like and what I would really want to pursue for a long time. So I would say that आपके पास कुछ चंद options हैं. I think like a lot of options in when you graduate, and as a law graduate you have a lot of options. तो एक तो litigation है, corporate career होता है आपका, you don't necessarily go to court, you do advisory work, you advise companies on different matters, you review contracts, and in-house career is that you work for a company in the legal department, a legal counsel, and it's going to be majority you are looking into contracts and other policies, and the career in academia and research also. आप किसी इंस्टीट्यूट से एसोसिएट हो सकते हैं एज अ प्रोफेसर, or you can work for non-profits which do a lot of legal research work. So these are some paths you can choose after you graduate, but something that you have to choose for yourself. I would also say कि initially आपको नहीं पता होगा कि आपको क्या करना चाहिए. My suggestion and advice would always be that you try and explore at least for the first 2 to 3 years what you really like doing. Do you want to go to court? Because going to court in Pakistan also is very hectic, very tough. आपको सुबह 8 बजे exact पहुंचना होता है, and then sometimes you have to wait till 1 or 2. आपका केस लगता है नहीं लगता. So it's a very, I would say, frustrating job also. So ये तमाम चीजें आपने देखनी होंगी, and you have to decide for yourself. You cannot really go into the profession and say, I only have to do corporate, unless if you have lawyers in the family, और ये तमाम चीजें जो हैं आपको अच्छी तरह से पता है. You have a flavor of corporate. There's somebody who is advising you and all of these things. ठीक है. तो ये तमाम चीजें भी हैं जो आपने देखनी चाहिए. But uh, there will be a difference in how a law graduate who has a law background, in the sense that who has lawyers in the family, how they will approach the profession, and how law graduates who don't have a lawyer background, or lawyers in the family, so they will have a different approach towards the profession. So ये चीजें भी ध्यान में रखनी होती हैं. They will, people who have lawyers in the family will have more clarity as to what they need to do. With regards to the person who doesn't have lawyers in the family, तो उनका फिर थोड़ा different नजरिया होगा. They'll have less guidance. And again, I would also like to highlight at this point that whoever is doing law, प्लीज इस एक्सपेक्टेशन से मत आइएगा कि आप प्रोफेशन में जाएंगे तो आपको सिखाया जाएगा, आपका मेंटोर किया जाएगा. देयर इज एब्सोल्युटली नो such what do you call it, mentorship available, guidance available for the students. So again, there will be थोड़ी बहुत आपके लिए स्ट्रगल होगी एक्सेस करने में. पहले तो फिर अगर आप एक्सेस कर लोगे, आप किसी लॉ फर्म में आ जाओगे. सो डोंट गो देयर विद द एक्सपेक्टेशन that your senior is going to train you or mentor you. You will have to kind of ask the questions. You will have to pave the way for yourself. You will have to be at the right place at the right time. So that struggle is something that you need to keep in mind as well, that nobody is going to teach you. You are mostly going to teach yourself. So again, it puts a lot of burden on your shoulders also. But yes, there are other very handful of seniors also who make it a point to teach you and train you as well. So you will be fortunate if you come across such a senior. Otherwise, just be prepared that you will have to kind of learn on your job.
मैम हमारे जो पूरे देखा जाए तो पूरी कंट्री में, तो मेरा ये क्वेश्चन है कि जो लॉ स्टूडेंट्स हैं या जो स्टूडेंट्स हैं क्या उन्हें एम्प्लॉयमेंट के लिए ये ज़रूरी है कि उसे अच्छे ग्रेड्स और इंटर्नशिप एक्सपीरियंस होना लाजमी है, और जो एम्प्लॉयर्स है वो उन स्टूडेंट से क्या एक्सपेक्ट करना चाहते हैं?
That's also a good question. So, you know, मतलब ये चीजें देखते हैं एम्प्लॉयर्स कि आपके क्या ग्रेड्स हैं, जस्ट टू मेक एन असेसमेंट कि आप सीरियस हैं कि नहीं है, या फिर आपका एक्यूमेंट क्या है, आप हार्ड वर्किंग है कि नहीं है. सो दे डू टेक द ग्रेड्स इनटू अकाउंट. However, mostly I have seen that grades को इतना इम्पोर्टेंस सब नहीं दिया जाता in the profession. Because if the law firm is hiring and they want a person कि जो उनके साथ काम करे, और क्योंकि a lot of law firms have उनके पास बहुत काम होता है, so they really need sometimes few more helpful hands. तो वो इतना नहीं देखते, वो बस बोलते हैं क्या आप enrolled हैं, क्या आप डिस्ट्रिक्ट कोर्ट का काम कर सकते हैं, क्या आपको ये चीज ड्राफ्टिंग करना आती है, आपको बेसिक इंग्लिश आती है. So they will look at how hard you can work, how sharp you are in terms of approaching problems. आप कितना you are at places on time, कोर्ट आप टाइम पे जा रहे हो, ये तमाम चीजें. सो आई थिंक दीज आर द क्वालिटीज which the employers are essentially looking for. But yes, they do take into account grades, but not that much. So you don't necessarily have to be worried about, okay, I don't have good grades, so I shouldn't be applying at top law firm. I don't think that is something that you should adhere to. उसके अलावा internship experience for employment, I would say, yes, that is also, they take that into account. The ultimate profile of the student and the candidate, कि अगर आपने आपकी ग्रेड्स भी अच्छे हैं, आपने इंटर्नशिप्स भी की हुई हैं, सो ये हो सकता है ऑब्वियसली कि अगर आप ही के साथ किसी और ने अप्लाई किया है जिसने जिसके ग्रेड्स भी इतने अच्छे नहीं है, या फिर जिसकी इंटर्नशिप एक्सपीरियंस नहीं है, सो compared to that candidate you will get the job. Because yes, the employers do take these things into account. These are important things as well कि आपकी सीवी में अच्छा अच्छा काम लिखा हुआ है, and they assume that you know more and you know better. Unless the other candidate is very exceptional, they are very sharp in terms of their knowledge of the law. So it depends on candidate to candidate. But yes, again, to answer your question, I would say not necessarily that you need to have internship experience or good grades, because employers take you on need basis as well, and also just knowing कि आपकी performance हम देखेंगे एक महीने तक, or फिर we can decide whether to keep you or not. Because I've seen a lot of people who are not even law graduates, but they got employed at law firms, mainly because at that time the law firm needed somebody, and so उन्होंने बस उनको रख लिया, and then they test the performance also in 1 to 3 months after probation period and all of that. So I think it works differently with different employer and law firm, I would say.
ओके मैम. मैम, हमारे यहाँ जो मतलब ला स्टूडेंट्स जो होते हैं फर्स्ट ईयर से लेके फिफ्थ ईयर तक, खास करके स्पेशली तो फर्स्ट ईयर वालों को देखा जाए तो उनको बहुत शौक होता है कि वो लॉ फर्म्स ज्वाइन करते हैं, कोर्ट ज्वाइन करते हैं. तो आप उनके बारे में क्या कहना चाहेंगे कि वो इमीडिएटली कोर्ट को ज्वाइन करें, लॉ फर्म्स ज्वाइन करें, या मतलब फाइनल के बाद करें?
Hmm. So I think I will again reiterate the fact that after you've completed your first year, आपका पहला साल complete हो जाए लॉ स्कूल का, तो मैं ये एडवाइस करूंगी और मेरा सजेशन यही रहेगा कि आप उसके बाद आफ्टर कंप्लीटिंग फर्स्ट ईयर स्टार्ट इंटर्निंग एट सम प्लेस. आपको छुट्टियां तो होती हैं, मतलब आप 2 to 4 months की आपको लीव मिलती है. आई थिंक दैट्स द बेस्ट अपॉर्चुनिटी for you to explore your options also, and explore कि okay what really suits you. What exactly is the legal fraternity? Is it a nice place? Is it a dramatic place? Or is it a scary place? You will have to, make these choices so that you can have a better understanding of the industry, right? इसके अलावा again आपको start कर लेना चाहिए practice. Lazy मत होएं, ये मत सोचें कि अच्छा अभी तो time है, मैं करूँगा बाद में या whatever. Again, your preference, but something that I would not advise. I always encourage students to start the practice, start, at least, going to courts. Even if you're not associated to any law firm, you can still go to courts and sit in the courtroom, see how the lawyers are arguing, see how the judges are, reacting to different arguments and how they are speaking. So there is a lot for you to learn also whenever you enter in a courtroom as well. So I think that is free education that's being imparted and something that you should most definitely take advantage of. So I think अपने आप को जितना आप prepare करेंगे इस legal fraternity के लिए, अपने profession के लिए, उतना ज़्यादा आप to take, when you actually start practicing, you'll be able to you'll take less time than the person who's not done any internships or does not have any previous experience. उनसे कम टाइम आपको लगेगा एक प्रॉब्लम समझने में, एक टास्क समझने में, सीनियर जो आपसे कह रहे हैं उसको समझने में. So yeah, so that is something also that I really encourage students to do.
ओके मैम. मैम आप जो लॉ स्टूडेंट्स फाइनल करते हैं, बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट्स जो वहीं से अपनी मतलब प्रैक्टिस स्टार्ट कर देते हैं और एलएलएम या मतलब दूसरी चीज़ें नहीं करते, तो आप उन स्टूडेंट के लिए क्या कहना चाहेंगे कि पाकिस्तान कंट्री में क्या स्टूडेंट्स रेफर करें बार लॉ को?
अच्छा, ओके, आप ये कहना चाह रहे हैं कि क्या स्टूडेंट्स को पोस्ट ग्रेजुएशन करनी चाहिए कि नहीं करनी चाहिए, कि बार के लिए जाना चाहिए या नहीं जाना चाहिए?
जी जी मैम, फाइनल के बाद क्या उन्हें मतलब बार के लिए जाना चाहिए या नहीं?
So after you graduate, normally a lot of times students जो हैं वो अपने final year में apply कर लेते हैं for either for bar or for other solicitors का post का LPC, or they just apply for any master's program in mostly in UK or US. Uh, so a lot of times, the question is, I mean, I had this question for the longest time, that should I go immediately after I graduate, or should I go after, some time, after I spend some time in practice for a while in the profession, and then I go for my post graduation. So I would advise, and if somebody asks, it's up to them, of course, whenever their family allows, whenever they have the finances, and whenever they are ready. But my advice would always be a very practical advice, that you should practice for at least 1 or 2 years. आप जब तक high court enroll हो जाएं, उसके बाद you can go for your post graduation. You can go for your bar, you can go for your LPC, you can go for your LLM. The reason is that कि जब आप directly चले जाते हैं for your bar, then you come back, it's a different world altogether. So that, because आपको बार में जो चीजें सिखाई जाती हैं, आपको जो चीज समझा जाती है, एक तो those are the essential skills that you do need in the profession. But एक तो आपका एक बार सेट हो जाता है, and then you come back in the profession, start from scratch. आपकी पे भी कोई नहीं होती है, and there is not much respect that's given. You're still a junior, and it doesn't matter if you're a barrister or not. So and you are a bit clueless also कि अच्छा ये हो क्या रहा है, ठीक है. So I would say that basically acts as a barrier. And I think the reason I'm saying take a gap and explore your options and understand. तो जब आप अपने मास्टर्स के लिए भी जा रहे होंगे, so you will know कि what courses to pick, जिसमें आपने if you do LLM, तो आपने कौन कौन से कोर्सेज उसमें करने चाहिए, और आपने by that post qualification experience of 3 years, let's say, you will have an understanding. You like maybe human rights a lot, maybe you like women's rights, maybe you like commercial law more. So you will have clarity of thought कि okay, this is something that you would like to specialize in. So आपका masters फिर आपका उसी में होगा, ठीक है. So you will have a better understanding कि आपको क्या करना है, ठीक है. Then mental maturity is something that you should be taking into account as well. आप अलग एक country में जा रहे हैं और you have to be on your own. So I think a sense of maturity and mental maturity is also something that you should strive for. Apart from that, you will be very clear in terms of your goal and what goals and what you would like to do when you come back to Pakistan. So that would not be really, then your experience after that would not really be very shocking or surprising or not very depressing, so to speak. So uh, that is the reason I advise students to get some practical experience and then go for a master's LLM, because you'll have, just for the sake of clarity of thought and just to be very clear in terms of what you would want to, ultimately pursue in the profession and in life as well. So, yeah, that is what my advice is going to be. But having said that, I also feel that अगर आपने बात करने के लिए जाना है, so you can maybe go directly. The reason being that whatever they teach you, if you want to ultimately do litigation and practice litigation, then वो आपको सिखाते हैं advocacy सिखाते हैं, and yeah, so CRPC, civil litigation, and all of that, they have like a well curated program. So I think if you go directly for the bar program, that wouldn't really be an issue if you come back. But for other master's programs and LPC also, I would say that you should do some groundwork here in Pakistan and then go for it.
आते हैं क्वेश्चंस मैम, अब हम आते हैं क्वेश्चन की तरफ। तो फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन है मनीष कुमार लोहाना, व्हाट इज द प्रोसीजर ऑफ creating a law firm and who is eligible for forming of law firm? Ma'am, am I
creating a law firm?
Yes, ma'am.
मनीष कुमार साहब पूछ रहे हैं कि लॉ फर्म कैसे बनाई जाती है।
जी जी मैम।
अच्छा, नाइस। उनको लॉ फर्म खोलनी है अपनी, उनको बोले मुझे एम्प्लॉय कर लें। बट इंटरेस्टिंग क्वेश्चन। आई थिंक मनीष कुमार साहब जो है वो वेरी एम्बिशियस, और ऐसा ही होना चाहिए। So, I think it stems from the law firms are registered as partnerships. So it is registered, as far as my knowledge goes, under Partnership Act. Who's eligible for forming a firm? I think anybody who would like to practice. And the just the firm has to be registered with an authority. So I'm just not clear what authority it is. And somebody who has a standing at the bar as well, somebody who's enrolled. मैंने अब तक खोदी नहीं, तो मुझे इतना आइडिया नहीं।
Okay, ma'am, another questions we have मुदस्सर शाहिद राजपर पूछ रहे हैं कि as for the GTL program.
What about the GTL?
Yes, ma'am. From he comment that ask from the madam about the GTL program.
So GTL is Graduate Distance Learning Program. Normally requirement होती है for international students जिनका the universities are like, okay, they are not really proficient in English, or if they are not really proficient in the knowledge of the law. क्योंकि अगर आप पाकिस्तान से कोई पाकिस्तानी डिग्री करके आप जा रहे हैं यूके और UK or US, I don't know what US exactly if they do the GDL, but the UK does GDL. So they prepare you and they test you if you have the knowledge of the law, if you know better English, if you're proficient in that or not. So I don't know anything further about the GDL program, but this is the purpose for which they really introduced it. Apart from that, after you clear the GDL program, अच्छा काफी लोग law profession से नहीं आते हैं, मतलब sometimes the person has done business studies and then after that they want to do maybe post graduation like bar or LPC or masters. So उनके लिए भी they can just do GDL program for 1 year and they can directly enter into any postgraduate program. So it is for non-law graduates also. So it's basically an assessment जो वो आपकी करते हैं and also kind of prepare you for what you will be doing in post graduation, which is more advanced level of studies. So for University of London students and what do you call it, um, and foreign no, well, people doing University of London program from here, if I go and if I want admission in either UK or US, then I wouldn't really have to do GDL because the degree is recognized worldwide, and they know that how this really works.
Thank you, ma'am. Ma'am, Shobhan Memon, a local law degree holder, if goes for a bar, he needs to pass GTL. That I know, but what about masters from UK, US? Kindly enlighten us.
What about UK and US?
Yes, ma'am.
So there's a there is a lot of my friends who have done masters in US and those who have done from UK. तो जो मैंने अभी तक एक जनरल ओपिनियन सुना है वो ये है कि मास्टर्स इन यूएस इज कंपैरेटिवली बेटर उसका मतलब ये है कि it's because of the professors or because how they teach, how the academic atmosphere is there in the universities. I think the kind of courses they teach and the way they teach, maybe that would be different. I've not really experienced it myself firsthand, but this is what I've heard from my friends who have done graduation from US universities. Apart from that, again courses में भी difference होता है. आप जो है US का कानून पढ़ते हैं, which is again some principles derived, we have derived some principles from there as well. When we talk about the UK law program, again the program is curated differently, but ultimately it depends on how you where you want to go, what your preference is. आपको अगर convenient है to go for going to US, then you can choose that. If you generally like UK, the people there, the atmosphere there, and the universities there, top ranking universities or mid-tier universities, then it's up to you if you want to go there. So it's going to be your preference. But if I, still I find myself very much confused because of what I've heard with regards to difference between the UK and US. Both are good at their own places. They offer fantastic programs. But I'm still kind of more inclined towards doing either doing a master's from the US. But yeah, this is something that you'll have to explore for yourself. But I'm not exactly sure कि शोभान साहब का question in terms of does he want to know how to apply or what programs to choose.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, Jahangir Sams का question है, ma'am, what you want to say about women empowerment in law field? Do women have equal opportunities in law?
बहुत ही अच्छा सवाल पूछा है आपने. So I would say that in terms of the treatment given to women in the courtroom premise, uh, not from the judge but from the other staff that's present, आपके रीडर्स हो गए, आपके registrars हो गए, or sometimes the court clerks also. So the the treatment from them, which normally shouldn't really matter, but it does matter because these are again the court staff is very essential and important people to have a connection with. So उनकी तरफ से बहुत आता है कि because they're like कि आप क्या कर लेंगे, आपसे तो नहीं हो पाएगा, or things like these. But apart from that, if I talk about my personal experience, then मुझे as such कोई discrimination face नहीं करनी पड़ी in terms of employment opportunities. I was hired on the basis of my own competence and whatever experience I had. So in terms of the employer's mindset, I don't think they are discriminating. It only मेरे खुद के experiences. But yes, I've heard a lot of stories from a lot of people saying कि a senior associate at a law firm and who's a woman is getting less pay than a man who's on the same position. ठीक है. So इस तरह की gender disparity की pay disparity की हम बात करते हैं on the basis of gender. So that's also prevalent. इसके अलावा जो है sometimes happens in a lot of, I would say, mixture law firms, that they don't really send the women to the law firm, to the courts, because उनका होता है कि अच्छा लड़की क्या करेगी वहाँ पे डिसाइड लोग हैं, and also employers don't really want to take that burden कि अगर कल को harassment हो जाती है then she'll come to me and that फिर मुझे ये सारा चीजें हैंडल करनी पड़ेगी एक्स्ट्रा, things like these. So उस तरह से थोड़ी सी reluctance the employers really show in terms of the treatment they give to a woman and a man employer. ठीक है. But mostly I will say that जितना मैं कोर्ट गई हूँ और प्रेजेंट किया है something like that. So a lot of people, senior lawyers, not the judges. I have not really जजेस का जो मैंने देखा है रवैया, इट्स मोस्टली के if they see the lawyer knows the case well, the lawyer knows what she's talking about, she is well aware of the facts, she's knowledgeable about the case and everything, then they only are concerned about okay what's happening in the case. They want to just decide the case. They're not concerned about the gender of the person who's presenting the case. However, I've heard very unpleasant remarks from readers and from registrars, saying, once I was filing in the tribunal, I was filing an application for dismissal of the suit, and then the registrar was like, आप क्या इसको फाइल करेंगे, आपसे तो हैंडल ही नहीं होगा. And this is just not even subtle remarks that they pass on you, but just being very direct, and they feel very entitled to say that as well. So ये तरह के sexist comments are very prevalent. I would also say बहुत सारी law firms में भी होता है. मेरे साथ नहीं हुआ, but yes, I have heard stories. These things do happen. And just कि बेलन चलाने वाली लड़कियां वकील बनेंगी तो ऐसा ही होगा. Just unnecessary, unpleasant comments being passed by, and these are real comments which have been passed, and you are there to protect your client's interest, और आप जो है वहाँ पे समझने आए हैं कि क्या हो रहा है, and this is what is this is the kind of treatment that they give you. But ultimately, I would tell all the women, all the girls who are graduating or still law students, please do not be discouraged by this behavior. Your work will speak for itself, and if you are clear about what you want, from the bench, you are thorough in your research, you are absolutely clear with what your grounds are, you know what to argue, are prepared and well prepared, so these things shouldn't really bother you. वैसे तो obviously for these things to happen in the first place is unfortunate, and I think the bar councils need to really train these readers and registrars, and even judges training में भी होना चाहिए, that they should be very cognizant of the way they discriminate and also behave with women and men also. So for the women who are there, yes, the atmosphere of the court can be very daunting. It is a very challenging profession. It is a tough profession. But at the same, and आपको बहुत बार लोग कहेंगे आपसे तो नहीं होगा, आप कॉन्फिडेंस डाउन करने की कोशिश करेंगे, and just इसी तरह की बातें करेंगे. But I would say that you have to surpass all these unnecessary comments. You have to work hard to just be very very have a clear cut sharp focus on your goal, and just be very cognizant of the surroundings, but do not take anything personally. Ultimately your work is going to speak for you. Order जब आता है आपके केस का उसमें आपका नाम लिखा हुआ होगा that you argued this particular point, then that is the one thing that should be approved to all the lawyers present in the courtroom, that you are capable and you are what you are. So if you can save a person's life in one judgment just because you were clear, you were focused, you were sharp, and so your client will be happy also, and the judges will also most definitely um, commend you and praise you in the order, and also in the courtroom in front of all the people as well. So that should be the goal. That is something that you should be able to channel, and just don't let the negative energies in any possible way to bother you or obstruct you in your journey. And yeah, aiming higher always.
मैम टाइम की शॉर्टेज की वजह से ये लास्ट क्वेश्चन है रिदा का. व्हाट द पर्पस ऑफ डूइंग फॉरेन डिग्री व्हेन यू हैव अ प्रैक्टिस इन पाकिस्तान?
I'm happy that Rida, you're participating in this session, and I know why you've asked this question also. So Rida happens to be a very smart student from Zabul, and she's actually a topper. So I would say again that if you have done a local law degree and you have developed the legal acumen, even though you're not getting a lot of assistance from the law professors or the institute itself. But if you work hard, you have an determination that you need to understand the profession more, law more. Then I think you are you'll be at a better position to gain employment in the future or gain clientele or something like that. Okay. Having said that, I would say foreign degree का बस ये है कि हमारा एक colonial mindset है पाकिस्तान में, unfortunately. हम लोग कहते हैं कि अच्छा बाहर से पढ़ के आई है लड़की, या बाहर से पढ़ के आया है, अरे ये तो बैरिस्टर है, अरे तो ये है. So it's just the mentality which is coming into play in the profession, which obviously harms a lot of people who have not done foreign degrees and who have not done post graduations or bar. So I would again say let's acknowledge the fact that this is unfortunate, but at the same time let's be practical about the situation here, that they still exist. ठीक है, इससे हम भाग नहीं सकते हैं. So foreign degree का अगर मैं भी एक चीज ये कहूँ तो the way they teach is different. जिस तरह की उनकी प्रॉब्लम सॉल्विंग टेक्निक्स होती हैं, जिस तरह की वो रेफरेंसेस देते हैं टू जर्नल आर्टिकल्स एंड टू academic opinions and everything, that is very rich in jurisprudence, and so it really helps in enhancing your critical and analytical skills and abilities, and you can gauge the difference between a person who's done London or a foreign degree and a local law degree. But again, at the same time, I would also say it all depends on how you approach your degree. Even a person who's done a foreign degree can not have a brilliant acumen compared to a local law student, because if he or she has not really worked hard to work on him or herself, then it doesn't really matter what degree you have. Ultimately, in the long run, it all boils down to uh, how you approach your degree. It all boils down to how and what kind of lawyer you want to be, what your areas of interest are, how competent you are, how sharp you are, how focused you are. So ultimately, it all boils down to that. That is something that you will have to be very mindful of.
सॉरी मैम, नेटवर्क प्रॉब्लम था तो थोड़ा कट हो गया था। तो मैम आई थिंक वी शुड फिनिश द सेशन एंड थैंक यू सो मच फॉर योर टाइम कि आपने यंग सॉलिसिटर के लिए टाइम निकाला। और हम ये जो क्वेश्चंस हाईलाइट किए क्योंकि टाइम कम था, जो गुड कमेंट्स थे वो हाईलाइट किए, और अपोलोजाइज फॉर दोस्त के जिनके क्वेश्चंस हाईलाइट नहीं हो सके। इंशाल्लाह नेक्स्ट टाइम में सबके क्वेश्चंस करेंगे। थैंक यू सो मच मैम। अल्लाह हाफिज़।
हाँ, मुझे एक चीज कहनी है दैट दोज हु जिनके क्वेश्चन मैंने आंसर नहीं किए, I would say please get in touch with me via LinkedIn or via Instagram. It gives me a lot of joy to help students, or I would really want to develop professional relationship with all the students there also. So I'm available for any help. And also मैंने अपना email address भी I think young solicitors की page पे दिया हुआ था, so you guys can get in touch with me for any queries. And it was lovely talking to you, Shabaz, and thank you so much everyone who attended the session. I hope it was useful, and आप सबका बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया also.
Okay, thank you so much मैम। So we are heading to
Thank you.
end the session। अल्लाह हाफिज़।
Happy.